What's going on, YouTube? Back at it again. It is pretty late over here. I think it's like around 9 p.m. now. So I wasn't planning on uploading a video today at all, but I made a promise to myself, that hey, I'm just gonna be posting every day until, I can make something happen with YouTube. So here we are, which actually perfectly transitions into the main topic of today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about how you need to just start doing things, bro. Like, I can recall, like, when I was, like, a kid, and all I do all day is I just, kind of just live in my head and just think about hypothetical situation and then what I'd do if I were in those situations, right? I started, like, planning out all of these elaborate things, right? If I wanted to, go to the gym and then get fit, what I'd do is like I'd open up like a note app and then I'd just start researching, bro. I watch like 50 different videos, right? And then I'd write down, all right, so I'm gonna start off doing push pull leg, On the first day, we're gonna hit the bench press, we're gonna do some dips and then push ups and then all that, bro. But the problem was, yeah, like I'd be able to make like a very impressive uh, notepad on like a list of exercise that I should do, but I wouldn't do it, you know? Like I straight up wouldn't do it. And the funny part is that now that I've gotten more like a lot more experience with fitness and then everything, I'm not nowhere buff yet. I'm only like around 9 months into my journey, right? But it's enough time where I can reflect on, the challenges and then the mistake I've made. And what I've kind of realized is that everything I've learned about fitness and how to improve comes from actually doing it. Like, comes from actually going to the gym and actually lifting, Because, right, only you really know your body and then how your minds work, how fast you recover, your metabolism, how many calories you need in order to either build muscle, like bulk build a muscle, or cut down, right? You're not gonna get any of that from, I don't know, just watching YouTube videos all day. Because people's people's body are different, right? And it doesn't even have to be bodies, but they're going to use their own experience and how they interpret information. Take those two combined and they make it into a video, right? It's not meant for you, like individualized, right? Personalized for you. So if you wanted to get really buff, get really good at fitness, just go to the gym and actually do it. Take notes, right? But this video is not about fitness at all, right? It's more about, you know, just about life, right? Right? If there's something you want to do, just go do it. I believe that like every one of us is born with like a different set of unfair advantage, right? Let's say you wanted to make a lot of money. You wanted to be like a millionaire, right? For you, you could be like an absolute goddamn introvert, right? You couldn't even talk to a person if like a gun was pointed to your head, right? And then they told you, "Oh, go talk to 10 people or you die." You die right there on the spot, right? But you could be really good at analyzing things, right? Like just, planning out I don't know, spreadsheet, looking for patterns, finding suppliers, getting inventory and all that, right? And sort of the things that we kind of see on YouTube, right? Most of it really doesn't apply to you or me at all, right? And the problem with that is that it starts to become, by watching YouTube video, you almost trick your brain into thinking that you're productive all the time, right? I've fallen into this trap, in this exact trap, right? Every day I'd go on YouTube and then I'd watch these like motivational video. Oh, law of detachment, just like detach from all things, and then you'll get what it is you want. What else was there? Uh, do this one thing in order to get rich in 2026. All of that stuff, right? But what worked for one person does not mean it will work for you at all. What you need to start doing is actually, I know this is gonna sound so crazy, bro, but just start doing it. Whatever it is that you want to do, right? And the best part about all of this is that you will learn so much faster than all of those people who constantly just go around in circles, try to find like the perfect information before they actually do the things, right? You know what they say? If you wait for the perfect time to shoot, you will die with a full mag, right? So, brother, if you wanted to be a musician, go play the guitar, go join a band, right? You'll learn so much more um, from what was the word? Sorry for bad English. God damn. On field, right? You'd learn so much more on field. You get like actually applicable information, right? This is why a lot of college student, right? They do really good in uni, right? They prepare for tests, they get all of their homework in, they graduate with A's. But what are we starting to see? We're starting to see like even like college, not even college, Harvard students struggling to get jobs. That's how serious it is, right? Because you've dedicated yourself so much to the research and the scholarship that you neglect, you know, actual on-field experience. Now, don't get me wrong. I fully respect the scholars and those who, you know, learn things just for the sake of learning. I do the same, right? I'm in university. I'm studying business in order to, you know, help out with the things that I want to do in the future, right? In the future, what do I want to do? I'll be completely honest with you guys, okay? I'm doing YouTube so that one day I could build a brain for myself and to, you know, sell things online. I don't know what it is, what exactly it is that I'm going to do yet, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. And it's for me, it's the same thing as this YouTube, right? I'm not, you know, a very articulate person. If you watch like any of my older video, you will know that my English get very sloppy from time to time. To the point where like I rewatch my video, I'm like, what am I talking about? You know? And I'm not fully happy with my voice either. But I kind of I just have to do it, you know? Because I know that eventually, you know, if I put in enough volume into, you know, just speaking in front of a camera and articulate to the best of my abilities the ideas that I have, it will eventually get better and better and better. That's that's like most things, right? That's for, you know what? I'm gonna be bold. That's for like literally everything in life that you want to do. Start it, put in volume, and just correct the mistakes that you make along the way, right? Most people, what they do is that they research. They research so much, right? They search up. I'll use guitar as an example, okay? They go on YouTube and they search up. If they're a beginner, they'll do chord progression, how to strum better, and then all of that. And then they just start binging, but they don't actually touch the guitar at all, right? What they could do instead is just pick up the guitar, and it doesn't matter if they play really badly or the sound that is coming from the guitar is absolute ball, absolutely dog shit, right? It doesn't matter. If they stumble across, you know, a problem, then they can search it up. Then you can start going online and then searching up the specific solution to your problem. one common problem, I also do play guitar in my free time. One common problem with me is that uh, it's very hard for me to hold certain chord shape, right? If you know the F chord, god damn, that hurts my brain. Sorry, my hands a lot. So what do? I run into the problem. I go on YouTube. I search for a video, and then I fix that problem, and then I just move on, right? That's, in my opinion, that's like the quickest way to progress in anything that it is that you want to do. Guys, please don't like fall for this trap of constantly being on social media and just researching day in and day out again, right? That just you're tricking your brain into thinking that you're working, but in reality, all you're doing is entertaining it. You're giving it dopamine, false dopamine at that. And I've wasted years, bro. I'm being so straight up. And whenever I look at people who just seemingly get so much better than me in like a short ass amount of time, I look at that and then I go, how? How'd you do that? And then I realized they just did it. They just got to work, you know, then they did what they want to do. And then eventually it works out. Sure, in the beginning, like a lot of things, right? You'll be really bad at it. People will make fun of you for it. But you have to put all of that aside. Remember, you're not doing this for other people. You're doing this for yourself, right? And there will come a point where you reach a certain threshold where people will start giving you respect, right? No one will ever, be impressed by a beginner at anything that they do. At you know, but when you start to get competent, people will start respecting you. But the only way that you'll ever become competent is that you start doing the work. Remember, in life, there's like a million topics, right? There's a million skills that you could learn. There's a million things that you can get into. So there's no shame to being a beginner in whatever it is that you want to do. Just start doing it, Have no shame in that. Remember, one life, right? 1 in 4 trillion chains of being born. You got one life left. Don't waste it, Make the most out of your life. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.